Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. One of the next things we can really talk about is, since I got this new XTool F2, I've really found out a lot of ways that I can use a 3D printer to supplement laser engraving, whether that be jigs, whether that be actually using prints and incorporating laser engraved components. So that's what we're going to dive into, so let's just go ahead and jump into that. So as you guys might already know, this is the XTool F2. This is XTool's portable laser line. It just came out. It has a really high 50 megapixel camera inside, and it's really good for dual applications. So it has a 15 watt diode, and then it also has a 5 watt infrared laser. And it comes in at around 10 pounds, so it's super portable for craft shows and stuff of that nature. But as you can see, one of my favorite features as a 3D printer is the ability to remove the space plate. So this is good for two reasons. One, it allows you to put a workpiece under it, such as like your large cutting boards or packaging, stuff of that nature, so that you could engrave on top of it within this 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch workspace. But another thing it's really good for is if you have jigs. So here's an example of a 3D printed jig that I made. This was printed on the Snapmaker U1, but any printer would do a great job at this. This was designed in Fusion 360, and as you can see, it perfectly fits into the bottom of that workspace. And in this case, it's a 3.75 inch coaster, and you're able to pop that perfectly into place. So the benefit of this is it's able to give you the object centered every single time in this case. So in the slicer, which I'll show you guys in a second, we're able to do some pretty cool things with engraving this. So on top of a 3.75 inch one, I have one that is a 4 inch, and this is just for a different kind of coaster. So as you can see here, this is for this bare wood coaster. Same idea here. Here fits perfectly into that space, and then you can do some engraving. With that said, there also is this cool adapter that I made. And if you guys are interested, I'll go ahead and drop some of these STLs in the description down below, and you can check these out yourself. But as you can see, this is an adapter that pops perfectly into place and allows me to do some engraving on these cork bottoms. So as you can see there's one that's already been finished, and they fit perfectly in here, again, centering the workpiece. And it's very repeatable, because you can close the lid, and then here's this button that you can press to just go ahead and start up the laser. So let me just go ahead and show you guys a really good example of engraving using one of these jigs. So we're going to go ahead and throw in one of these Acadia coasters here, and we'll go ahead and get it how we like with the wood grain. And let's head over to the software to show you guys how this process works. So we can open up the file that we made already. So here is the pattern that we're going to be placing on this coaster. So this is your turtle pattern, and I'll show you what product we're making here. But as you can see, we can perfectly center this, and it's pulling the feed from that camera in the F2 itself. And you can see this is a live feed of our workpiece, and then also what we're placing on top of this. So I'm going to go in here and center this back like it was on the workpiece, which is there. And then there even is the ability to auto measure. So this is going to improve that focusing accuracy. And then it's also going to retake a picture of the workplace itself. So it's currently not in focus, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we do that to get it in focus. Awesome. So it refocused, and then you're going to see here it's going to retake the picture, and that looks pretty good. It's pretty centered on the workpiece. And then what we can also do is hit this framing button, and that's going to allow us to put a frame around the object over on the laser itself, and you can see how that looks. But for now, we can just go ahead and review these settings. So these are the settings that I've just used that work really good for getting a dark pass. XTool has built in, if you know your material, XTool has some really cool built-in settings that are just one-click settings. And I can show you guys that here in a second. But we'll go ahead and do some framing. Click the framing button, and then that'll frame the object. And then now we're gonna head over to the laser itself and check out how it looks. It's doing a blue frame around that. Pretty hard to see with the lighting, but that's good to go. Now we can go ahead and hit print. So seeing that it looked pretty good, based off what you guys saw there, we'll go ahead and assume that we're good to go. So we'll uncheck this framing button and we'll hit process. And then it's gonna give you an estimated time that you can use. So with that, you can see that we're at roughly 6 minutes. This is a pretty slow engrave because I want to get the dark colors out. But you go ahead and hit start, and that's gonna shoot it towards your F2. And you hear the beep, that's how you know the file is sent over. So if you guys are doing this, please ensure that you close this lid. For purposes of the video, I'm gonna leave it open. I do have, as you can see here, some blue light protective glasses that I'm wearing. So if you are running this with the lid up, please make sure you're wearing glasses or you could damage your eyes. But with that said, we are good to go. So you can either hit this button here or this button at the top to start the engrave. So let's see how it goes. Awesome. So as you can see there, it's finished. You can see the detail that did. But then now it's just really great. As for this set, I'm making 4. So I can just go ahead and grab the next one, as you can see here. And we can throw that right back in here. This time I am going to shut the lid due to just ventilation. But then you go here and you double tap that and you're right back up and running. So you remember the coaster that we made earlier and that 3D printed turtle? You can see there's the turtle. And then with those coasters that we engraved, we're able to really combine 3D printing with laser engraving to make some really unique products that we can sell or just make as gifts and stuff for friends. On top of stuff like that, you can do some more intricate stuff. So as you can see here, I have a 3D printed coaster of a wave. This was done on the Bamboo Lab H2S. You can see I did a cork bottom so it doesn't slide. And then I went ahead and cut out using the diode laser these wood inlays. And these actually inlay within there, as you can see, and just create a really cool effect. These are done with polyurethane to protect them. And as you can see here, I even was able to build an intricate stand for these that's also 3D printed and has inlays. So super cool to just see all the possibilities that 3D printing and laser engraving can have. So on top of these coaster jigs, there also is the ability to do some really intricate ones, such as here. So this is one that is used for a wine glass. So I can pop this in and show. So if you guys didn't know, or if you want more information on it, we can have a video about it. But if you take and you use this chalk paint here, chalk marker, I should say, or even tempera paint, which is just children's paint, you can put this on a clear glass, as you can see here, and you're able to get a surface that blue diode laser can use. So this jig here just makes it parallel with the surface, and you're able to do engraving on glass. So if I can get this together here, you can see a really cool example. I'm going to throw a napkin in it so you guys can tell. You can see a really nice engrave that I got on this wine glass here, using the same chalk method in engraving. So pretty cool to see that. So that's the wine jig. And then there also is one that I use for my shot glasses that I sell. So same process here. You're going to take that chalk marker and put on the shot glass, and then you're able to get these really nice engravings on glass with a diode laser. So if you guys are interested or have any questions about the settings I use, just let me know. We can show how that looks on the screen itself. Lots of ways you can use these 3D printed jigs to supplement your laser engraving. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Really cool to see that there's many ways that you can use 3D printing to not only create certain things, but also supplement other projects such as laser engraving. If you guys have any questions about anything in this video or anything regarding the laser itself or these jigs, please just let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. And just remember, you guys, if you really have a passion for something, you can make it happen. A lot of this stuff that I know nothing about, I'm doing exactly what you guys are doing now, and I'm watching YouTube videos and just doing everything I can to learn. And in no means am I an expert at any of this stuff. I'm just collecting information and doing what I can to, one, just have a good time, just focus on this passion that I have, and just enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. So like I said, thanks again. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, and keep printing. Have a good one.